What if the person you treat the worst is actually yourself? Think about it for a second. If your friend made a small mistake at work, you would probably say, "It's okay. Everyone makes mistakes." If a stranger looked nervous or tired, you might smile at them or give them some patience. But when you make a mistake, suddenly the voice in your head changes completely. "You're so lazy. You should be better than this. What's wrong with you?" It's strange, isn't it? Many people speak to themselves in a way they would never speak to another human being. And after a while, that voice starts to feel normal. You don't even notice it anymore. You just carry it with you every day. The problem is that this kind of self-talk changes how you live. It changes how much rest you allow yourself to have. It changes how brave you are when trying something new. And sometimes, it quietly steals your confidence without you realizing it. A lot of us grow up believing that being hard on ourselves is useful. We think self-criticism will make us stronger, more successful, more disciplined. But often the opposite happens. Instead of motivating you, it exhausts you. I remember talking to a friend who worked incredibly hard. She never missed deadlines. She helped everyone around her. People loved working with her because she was kind, reliable, and calm. But one day she told me something surprising. She said, "I feel like I'm failing all the time." I couldn't believe it. From the outside, she looked successful. But inside, she was constantly attacking herself. Every small error became proof that she wasn't good enough. And no compliment ever felt strong enough to change that. Maybe you know that feeling too. The first insight is this: your brain often treats you like a project, not a person. When other people struggle, you see context. You see their stress, their history, their bad day. But when you struggle, you only see the result. You forget that you're human too. Imagine a student who fails an exam. If it's your friend, you might think, "They were tired," or "That test was difficult." But if it's you, the story becomes, "I'm stupid." Same event. Completely different interpretation. Psychologists call this a double standard. You use one standard for other people and a harsher one for yourself. And the scary part is that you may believe this is honesty. You may think, "I'm just telling myself the truth." But kindness and honesty are not opposites. You can be honest without being cruel. The second insight is that many people connect self-worth to performance. You feel valuable only when you are productive, successful, attractive, or useful. So the moment you rest, fail, or disappoint someone, your value feels weaker. This is why some people cannot relax even during free time. They sit on the couch watching a movie, but inside they feel guilty. Their mind says, "You should be doing more." And honestly, modern life makes this worse. Every day you see people online achieving things, traveling somewhere beautiful, building businesses, getting fit, learning languages. After enough scrolling, you begin to feel behind. You start treating yourself like a machine that should always improve. But human beings are not machines. A few years ago, I read about a doctor who asked her patients an interesting question. Whenever they spoke badly about themselves, she would ask, "Would you say that to someone you love?" Most people immediately answered no. That question is powerful because it reveals something important. Deep down, you already know the difference between guidance and punishment. You already know when your inner voice becomes unnecessarily cruel. The third insight is this: self-kindness is not weakness. It actually helps you grow. A lot of people fear that if they become kinder to themselves, they will become lazy. They imagine that self-criticism is the engine that keeps them moving. But think about how humans learn best. A child learning to walk falls hundreds of times. Imagine if every failure came with shame and insults. The child would stop trying. Encouragement creates safety, and safety helps growth. Adults are not so different. When you feel emotionally safe with yourself, you take more healthy risks. You recover faster from mistakes. You stop wasting energy on self-hate and start using that energy to improve your life. I once knew someone who kept a notebook beside his bed. Every night, he wrote down one mistake he made during the day. But beside the mistake, he also wrote one sentence he would say to a friend in the same situation. At first, he said it felt fake. Almost embarrassing. But after a few months, something changed. He became calmer. Less afraid of failure. More willing to try difficult things. Not because he lowered his standards, but because he stopped treating every mistake like proof of personal failure. And maybe that's the real goal. Not becoming perfect. Just becoming more human with yourself. So here's one practical thing you can try this week. Pay attention to your inner voice for one full day. Don't try to change it immediately. Just notice it. Notice what happens when you forget something. When you look in the mirror. When you make a mistake at work. When you compare yourself to someone else. Then ask one simple question: would I speak this way to another person? That question creates distance. It helps you hear yourself more clearly. And often, you realize how much pressure you've been carrying for years. You do not need to become soft or unrealistic. You can still have goals. You can still want more from yourself. But you don't need hatred to grow. Most people grow better with patience than with punishment. And maybe today is a good day to remember something simple. You are a person too. Not just a worker. Not just a problem solver. Not just someone trying to achieve the next thing. You deserve the same understanding you give so easily to other people. And the more you practice that, the quieter the cruel voice becomes. Not overnight. But slowly. And sometimes, slowly is exactly how real change begins.